What's going on, guys? My name's Tyson and we're doing a quick review of the Bauer Supreme 135 ice pants. This is a great looking price point pad. Offers a similar design as the rest of the Supreme series, but adding a little more additional protection and mobility moving up from the 115. A slightly heavier feel in it though, because you are getting a higher protection. Starting on the bottom, you have standard nylons used on the majority of the pad. You do have in the upper portion a more abrasion resistance material. It kind of has a slight texture to it. This is going to be the same material used on the padded belt cover. We'll talk about the belt a little bit later, but the belt's actually on the inside, so this is not covering the belt, but it does cover if you're using a suspender system, and also has these guys covered. Going on from there, they also have kind of this material, which is a fine mesh. It's going to increase the airflow and keep the temperature down inside the pants, so that's nice. It has a nice thick feel to it though, so it doesn't feel like it's going to rip very easily. Going on from there, as far as protection goes, they use the same ribbed thigh guards, which is going to increase the overall strength of it. As you can see here, they've also segmented it, so you get that protection in the back part of the leg, but still it has that good mobility you'd expect. As far as plastics go, this slightly thicker. Also in the hip area, you have those same ribs, increasing the overall protection. And then taking a look on the inside leg of the inseam, you do see there how they do have a zipper on it, which I particularly like on pants. It makes it I like having them unzipped to add a little more room down there, a little better mobility, and I don't find that it hangs up as much on the top of the shin guards. So going on to take a look at the back of the pad, similar overall design as the front. You see that standard nylons running the length, some thinner pieces of foam back here in another segment. This, you're not going to be hit there as much, but it's just a little extra protection and a nice thick tailbone guard. And then you do see that abrasion resistance material on the side as well. Going on from there, as far as gussets go, you have a nice wide stretch gusset running from the bottom of the tailbone region all the way down. You see it kind of has a shape to it where it doesn't run quite straight down. It starts a little bit narrower and then widens as you move. And then also another feature that you didn't have on the 115 is how they have those stretch gussets now on the inseam. And they have a nice wide stretch gusset there. As you can see, that's really going to increase the mobility. And then you have those zipper there to even adjust a little more to your personal preference. Going on to the back one more time, you have a higher raised up spine guard or lower spine guard. This is going to work to bridging that gap between your shoulder pads and the ice pant, leaving less of the spine exposed, which is always nice. And then taking a look on the inside of this guy, you have a similar liner as you did on the 115. You have the Thermo Max right here. This is the gray material. It's really soft. It's going to do a good job at wicking away moisture. And then you kind of have a thinner micro mesh type material on the side. It's going to help some airflow into it by still offering a nice solid comfort. All right, so taking a look at the overall fit of the 135s, pretty similar to the rest of the 1 series line. It does have a little more foams and padding as far as compared to the 115, so you have a slightly more feel on it, but not still kind of in the lightweight category. Another thing to note different about this guy than the 115 is that it does have that belt that runs on the inside waist of it, so it really allows you to cinch it down. It tightens up here, and then the rest of the pad kind of falls on top of it. You also have that padded piece as I showed you before. Well, in all, pretty solid fit from these pads. This is the 135 ice pant here at Ice Warehouse.